wonder if there's a way I can... Oh my god, what? Oh. I'm on a skateboard. You telling me I could have been skateboarding this whole time? Can I do tricks?
Zach, it looks like we were right on the money. Tracing...
Whoops. I cut him off by banging into something. Oh, there is a break. Cool. I want to be able to do tricks, though. This is insane! Oh, I love this. Oh, this is way better than the car. I take it back, I don't miss my car at all.
So, what do you think of him? Yes, I'm talking about him. LittleDuck. Is the skeletal gentleman friend or foe? Or does he...
Oh my god! Oh, I get money for skateboarding. I've just skateboarded 50... or I guess I've travelled 50 miles in general. There's like wild dogs or something chasing me. But I'm going too fast, nobody will catch me. This is weird!
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt.
Oh god, squirrels. Death squirrels. It's kind of a shame that he gets cut off anytime you encounter something, like, dangerous. Whoa! I got some air! I wonder if you can learn tricks. I'll be really happy if you can.
Yes.
Whoa!
Talking about him. LittleDuck. Is the skeletal
This is so
gentleman
cool. It's still too early, I think. Time passes really slowly in this game. Usually in games where there's some sort of daily time limit, you find that the time flies and you're rushing to get stuff done in time. But in this, it's like, more time to kill. Gonna just have a cigarette, I guess. Oh, fuck! Don't want her to see me just hanging out in her driveway. It seems like she doesn't care. The people move really weirdly in this. They're clearly, like, not meant to be outside of their normal location. Okay, here we go. We're going to put it down. And then I guess I have to wait till morning? Hopefully the game will skip me ahead.
Yes. Perfect.
Yes. I really want an alligator in a hat.
Oh, my dear lost lamb. What are you doing there?
Hello?
Oh, this? This is all part of the Lise Clarkson murder investigation.
Something important, hmm?
Yes, this is an alligator in a
Oh,
hat.
yes.
Obviously it's
Very
important. Nice dress.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. That's what everyone calls me. But what should I call you?
I'm Tyrone Sanders.
Oh, he's a
pastor of the
pastor.
Carre Evangelical Church.
My bad. Not a dress. Well, it's very nice anyway, Tyrone.
And what business does a pastor like yourself have in a place like this?
Why are you wandering around at night?
Well, I live over across the way there.
Oh, that's where the
Do you
skateboard
have
girl
an
lives.
intimate relationship with Mrs. Carpenter?
Why? Why in the world would you suggest such a pitiful thing? Lordy, lordy. How could I ever become intimate with one who is so devoid of faith? After she lost her husband, she stopped coming to church. All she does all day is bowl.
She seems to have a lot
She
of faith.
even pruned the shrubbery in that pitiful fashion.
Just not in church.
Yes, truly pitiful.
I think it looks amazing. Have you ever tried bowling,
And did
Tyrone?
you see that hideous ox of a dog she owns?
Oh, his little
Pitiful
face.
with a capital P.
God, he's not very
I
nice
tried
for a
speaking
pastor.
with her, but she shows no intention of changing her ways.
Lighten up, man.
Yes, I fear she never lends an ear when the good Lord reaches out to her. Indeed, I pity her from the bottom of my heart.
That's a bit condescending. She seems happy enough with her bowling and her superstition.
So you've been spying on her out of pity?
Spying?
We're on to you,
I'm
mate.
merely awaiting the chance to lend her a helping hand.
Mm-hmm.
You best be careful, too. This town harbors much more danger than you're aware of. If you
I'm becoming
ever
aware of
find
it.
yourself in need of salvation, feel free to stop by our church whenever you like. Our church also functions as a clinic. Someday, you may need our help.
Zach,
Yeah,
did you hear that?
if the bees get me again.
Pitiful. Try saying that to someone in the city. They'd instantly slap you with slander or defamation charges. You'd be up to your neck in court papers. I doubt I'll tire of this town anytime soon. We should consider stopping by that church whenever we get a chance.
Yeah, I feel like he's got a lot to tell us. That was pretty fascinating. The alligator just stood there waiting. Back to the diner then. Well, that's not going to be open yet. Now we can go to the church. Hello. Oh, apparently he's coming out.
Pitiful. Are you lost, little lamb?
Yes? Bye. It's not super easy to stare.
Did you notice it yet? The streets in New Orleans were a mess. All busted up and undergoing maintenance. The city was built on a swamp, so the ground is soft. All it takes is some heavy rain to cave it all in. There were also a lot of places where large tree roots were pushing up parts of the asphalt and the sidewalk. Those bumps were dangerous even when we still had our car, remember? But
Yeah.
this town is different. The streets are all paved so cleanly that we can skate along them without a care in the world.
Yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
there's hardly any trash or graffiti to be found anywhere. The
Yeah.
Clarksons truly do control this place, for better or worse. It's a good example of how allowing certain people to rise to power can have positive effects as well.
Well, somebody's
Also,
dead,
don't
so
you
let's
find
not.
that Southern people are remarkably friendly, even to total strangers? Both here and in New Orleans, I've been amazed at how cordial everyone is.
Well, not
Is it just
everyone.
the way things are down here?
Some people have
You
been a bit
certainly
rude.
don't see that sort of thing in New York or D.C.
True.
They never stop to chit-chat, especially when ordering food. They only say what's necessary, without any decoration.
I must say that London versus the rural villages I grew up in is much the same. That's fair. There's nice people everywhere. You just, when you have so many more neighbours and everybody's in a rush in most places, you don't chat so much.
Sorry for the wait, Patty.
Right.
Whatever.
Is Mrs. Carpenter here?
No, she hasn't come in today.
Everything's going according to plan.
Oh, I wanted to see her reaction to the alligator with
Time
a
to
hat.
knock down the 10 maidens, Zach.
Oh well. Let's do it. Let's do it. At last, please. Please. Hey, Alexis. Please can we go bowling?
Oh my lord, y'all are back?
Yes.
Listen up, y'all ain't gonna believe this.
What's wrong?
Mrs. Carpenter hasn't come in. For the first time in 10 years. What could it be?
That is. I've probably
I
made
just
everyone
hope
quite
nothing
worried.
bad happened to her.
Yeah.
She's fine. You have my guarantee.
Oh my lord. I reckon if an FBI agent like you is convinced, then I should be too.
I mean, it does sort of sound like we've kidnapped her or something. If it was me, I would be slightly worried about that, but whatever.
What did I tell you, Patty? Value is a relative thing. We needed to find that figurine, no matter the cost.
Yeah. That alligator in the hat was super important. Let's do it. Here we go. Bowling! Finally.
You really wanted to bowl that bad?
You have no idea, Patty.
They don't have bowling alleys in the city no more?
Wrong, Patty. I have absolutely no interest in bowling.
Oh.
Tossing a heavy ball at lined up pins? Where's the fun in that? You can't even call this a sport. It's a game for cavemen. Nonsense. Utter nonsense.
Disagree when you have a beer and chips while you're
Then
doing
can
it.
I throw the ball instead?
Absolutely not, Patty. This is part of the investigation.
Listen,
I
sister.
need to do this myself, no matter how stupid it may be.
We got to do this.
You're
A
the
painting
one who's
told me to.
stupid.
Oh.
Sure looks like you're having fun to me.
Oh, I am actually bowling. Select ball. Let's go with a £10. Okay. Oops. Oops, that's not going to be a good bowl. Oh, so that was my first try. Oops. Yeah, that That was a fail. That was a monumental failure. Yeah, okay. Right, I got it. Let's try the £13 now. Come on. Shit! Oh, come on! Yeah! Awesome! Phew. I was a little bit worried for a second I was going to be here forever.
Oh, looks like I finally earned myself a ride.
That's right, Mrs. Carpenter.
That was just a stroke of luck, Mrs. Carpenter.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't like 5 tries.
Despite how I may seem, I've never been any good at any of the ball-based sports that exist here on our planet.
A man after my own heart.
Oh, no, you can't fool me. I can tell the FBI's giving you very special training.
Yes, the Federal Bowling Instruction Service.
If I gave you a few lessons on top of that, I'm sure you'd be able to go semi-pro.
That's not true.
Semi-pro?
That's right. That's what I said.
Not pro, but semi-pro.
What is semi-pro?
Yes, semi-pro. You'd never be able to go pro.
Oh.
You don't have what it takes. You could become a semi-pro if you tried really hard, though.
Thanks, Mrs.
Well,
Carpenter.
I guarantee it. Come back and see me when you feel like giving it a try. I'm sure my husband would forgive me if I let someone like you borrow my lane. Well, we gotta give youngsters a chance to grow. That's what we always say.
I couldn't agree more.
Actually go semi-pro?
I'd take her
York,
words
focus.
with a grain of salt if I were you.
That's not what we're here for.
Patricia, I can understand why you'd be envious of my talents, but you don't need to worry. You have your own unique talents, just like any other person. You shouldn't
All
have
right,
to
York.
feel inferior every time you look at me.
You're unbelievable. You sure you don't need to get your head checked out?
Listen, Patty, don't worry about it. Just because I'm superior in every way
So
doesn't mean you have to be
strange, Zach.
upset.
I feel like I'm discovering a new side to myself.
By the way, Mr. Special Agent,
Something useful to the
you said you're investigating the
Yes.
Lisa Clarkson incident, yeah? In that
Certainly am.
case, there's something you should know. That poor girl, Lise, she was a druggie.
Okay.
And she was into the really bad stuff.
The drug that I followed here?
Red powder.
Oh, no
Ah.
wonder the FBI picked you. You already figured out that mud. Well, the reason Lise turned into such a little hoodlum is because of her mother, Galena.
The grumpy one.
Elena.
Mm-hmm. A mother only in name. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, she's still nothing more than a child herself.
This is some drama.
Oh, dressing up in fancy clothes, always out on the town somewhere.
Like a child?
Children giving birth to children. If these aren't the end times, well, I don't know what is. Oh, and they were always cooped up in that jazz bar. Galena wouldn't know proper parenting if it hit her in the tush.
Sounds like I've got to go to a jazz bar.
Zach, the jazz bar. We first heard about it from Patricia. It must be deeply connected with this case.
Sounds like we better go and
The
listen
red
to some
powder.
jazz.
It must be San Rouge. Following the Oracle and felling the 10 maidens sure paid off, didn't it?
It certainly did.
So, Mr. Special Agent, are you all finished here?
Yes, of course.
Yes, Mrs. Carpenter. Thanks to you, I've gotten a new lead.
Oh, then how about you mosey on and let me get back to my bowling?
Where's the
I need
alligator
to
in a
bowl my
hat?
first game of the day, or else I'm gonna get rusty. Well, what are you waiting for? Get a move on! Shoo, shoo!
All right, jeez. Gosh, she's not patient. Oh well, job done. Finally. Oh, I'm so relieved. And now we can go bowling whenever we want, I guess. Do I just talk
Hi
to her
there,
to go bowling?
handsome. How's your day coming along?
Yeah, I can go bowling now. Cool. Sure, I'll be your bowling successor. Okay, so there's a bowling mini challenge. Oh, now I have to do it. Oh, flip a neck. Alright.
Hi there.
Hello, ma'am. Would you...
Oh, Mr. Special Agent. After all, you...
Yes, that's right. Therefore, I'd like to test my mettle on this lane.
Well, then...
Alright. Okay. Alright, I'll try. Oh, it costs $2.50 to play? I'm gonna run out of money so fast. I have no idea how to do this. You'll get one chance to knock down pins in specific locations. Oh, I need a tutorial. Do I just go for this one? I guess I'll just see what happens when I... A little bit more over. I'll see what happens when I hit this one. And... yeah. Let's just go for it. Oh no. Oh no. It's not gone well. Yeah, that wasn't good. That was indeed a failure. Oh, okay. At some point I'm going to have to look up some hints and tips to do this.
Remember the first time I bowled for you and showed you that I had what it takes to go semi-pro? Was there any special reason why the lane was open that day?
The truth is, something very peculiar happened that day.
We're going to find out about the alligator in the hat.
And as a result, I wasn't able to leave my house for quite some time.
Meaning?
I told you my husband passed away 10 years ago, didn't I? Well, I received a sort of message from him. Crime, punishment, and love, all three were intertwined.
In the form of an alligator in a
Intriguing.
hat.
I'd love to hear more.
When he was in good health, he only ever bought me a single present.
That's not very nice. What about birthdays?
Only once during our entire marriage.
He sounds rubbish.
Oh, what a terrible present it was. That alligator figurine looked so atrocious, and it was wearing this hideous top hat.
Best present ever, what are you talking
Alligator figurine?
Oh, honestly, I just hated it. But that was the only present he ever gave me. So I put up with it and kept it in the house. Then, when he went up to heaven, I figured I finally had a safe chance to get rid of it.
about? Oh my god.
So I buried it along with his coffin.
You threw it away?
Yes, but I regret it now. The more I thought about it, the more I realized I'd just gotten rid of the one and only thing he'd ever given to me. I couldn't
Aww.
believe I'd gone and done something so stupid.
Oh, bless her. This is so sad.
Then, suddenly, something unbelievable happened. One day, I woke up, went outside as usual, and there it was. The figurine was right there in my yard, and it was glaring straight at me as if it had a bone to pick with me.
Worrying.
I was so shocked. I thought my heart was going to leap right out of my chest. Right there, I decided I had to tell my husband the truth. So I went up to his photograph and did my best to tell him the whole story.
Aww.
Then I heard it. Honeybee, that figurine is a gift from heaven.
Who said that?
He did. My husband started talking to me through his photograph. Well, instantly, I felt peace wash over my heart, and I decided to bring the figurine back inside my house. Then he spoke to me again. Let the youngster use the lane, he said. Suddenly, it all hit me. I rushed over, and there you were getting a strike.
That's
That's
spooky.
when I realized my husband has always been watching over me ever since he passed away. This is the power of eternal love. You understand me, Mr. Special Agent? Oh dear, What was I thinking? I'm still in the middle of my game here. I was right on the verge of completely ruining my routine. Go on, get. I'm busy here. Shoo, shoo.
Yeah, that's enough
Eternal love,
emotions for
Zack.
one day.
Isn't it wonderful? But why do you think her husband ever bought her that thing in the first... No, we better not go there, Zack. Mysteries are far more romantic when they're left unsolved.
That is exactly the sort of thing that I would buy.
Especially mysteries that are connected to romance.
Quite right. Well, we failed at bowling. We succeeded and then we failed. I want to find out some hints and tips and then we'll be better at it in the future. Huh.
When the sun awakens,
That was fucking weird.
catch the tip of the baby bear's tail at the Force altar. At the entrance to the other world will reveal itself to you.
Thanks for helping me, Hungen. I don't have to figure anything out on my
Zack.
own.
It's another oracle.
Brilliant.
It appears that we're being guided by a mysterious power.
I hope we find out why. I guess it doesn't really matter.
This oracle is a simple one. The
Right.
false altar. You already know what this is, right? The place
Church?
where Lise Clarkson's body was first discovered.
Oops.
She was
Sorry.
found under a bridge at some sort of altar,
Of course,
as if she
yeah.
was being worshipped. That's what Chef David said, right?
Yes.
When the sun awakens refers to dawn, of course, and
Right.
the tip of the baby bear's tail is the North Star. At dawn, look straight to the north from where Lisa's body was found.
Oh, don't do the accent, York.
On the surface, this oracle may seem tricky and convoluted, but it's still mere child's play. Huh, pathetic.
Well, it's no need to be rude about it. Yeah.
Zack, let's follow the oracle and head to where Lisa's body was found. I don't know what otherworld refers to, but I'm sure we'll find out once we get there.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Oracle?
Oh, Patty, you're here.
That's right, Patty. This case is a rather complicated one. So Zack and I are following oracles given to us by a skeletal gentleman in order to crack it.
This is a very normal way that the FBI conducts investigations. She just looks at him. Okay.